Welcome back to the channel. My name is the Untitled Gamer, and today we're actually going to be starting a series I was actually really looking forward to starting. If any of you watched my previous video, channel update, probably going to have it in one of the top corners or bottom corners or somewhere on the screen for you to click to go watch if you want to. I actually discussed the series. It was called the Random Review Series. During the series, I will go through my Epic Games account, which I got a lot of games on it because of the free games weekly and also the several free games across Christmas. Steam games I bought for cheap, and it's not going to be just games I got for free or cheap, that's probably what I'm going to be starting off with, but I'm eventually going to want to migrate over to my Xbox account, and games that I paid a lot of money for, and I might have felt let down, or games that might have been revived that I feel like you should give time to, I'm just going to go through reviews, and these aren't going to be like the only reviews. For example, if I were to do a review on Destiny, okay, that wouldn't be the only thing that I did. If I did a random review on Destiny, I could start a series from it and then just create the whole series based off that random review. Hint, hint, series coming soon. Just takes time. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Alright, to start off with, there's a couple categories of random reviews we'll break into. These aren't going to be every time, but for demonstration purposes, this is what we're going to go into. We're going to go into soundtrack, game playability, the mechanics of the game, and the graphics of the game. Just going down, breaking it down to, is it a good game for what it's intending to do? It's pretty much the general question I'm going to try to answer when it comes to these reviews. Okay? And without further ado, this game was personally a game that I looked forward to when I was a younger kid. It was featured in a Gamers Informer magazine, and it was developed by a small company and was actually for free on Epic Games a while back. And that game is Minit. M-I-N-I-T. Minit is, well, I'm just going to read the exact description to you based off of what Epic Games says. Minit is a peculiar little adventure played 60 seconds at a time. Journey outside the little comfort of your home to help unusual folk uncover countless secrets and overcome dangerous foes, all in hopes of lifting a rather uncomfortable curse that ends each day after just 1 minute. Minit is a collab between Kitty Callis. I'm not even going to try to read these names. Okay, but you can go check out the page to see. It's usually $10. I got it for free because it was, well, free. I just want to say that, in my personal opinion, I think this game is great, but this is not what we're here to discuss my personal opinion. I just want to toss that out there. That's also something I'm going to do. I'm just going to toss out my opinions, This video is going to be a little bit rough because it's my first time doing a random review, but we're going to try it out. Okay, Minit, let's start off with soundtrack, okay? I originally did not play it with headphones on because of the fact that this game was played at 60 seconds at a time, You die every 60 seconds, that's how long it takes you to solve puzzles, that's how long you do anything in the game, okay? So it was like kind of a fast game, I played it whenever I'd be sitting at families' houses, or before I went to bed. It was something that I'd play for 5 minutes, I'd be able to do stuff. You can pause it, you can do, a puzzle in 60 seconds, It's not a game that you have to sit down and spend a lot of hours playing or time playing, You can do a quick thing and just be done with it. That's what I really enjoy about the game, and that's why I didn't really listen to the soundtrack the first time around. But as I went to YouTube, they have a whole soundtrack, and I gotta say, the music is really great. It doesn't have it kind of has an 8-bit feel to me, but it has a lot of different things. It has about 38 minutes worth of songs, and they go from, well, you start off with, there's a curse song, there's a jukebox that has several songs, all types of stuff. And genuinely, I listened through it the other day, and it was really good. So I gotta give a soundtrack a solid listen, If you're chilling there and playing it, put an earbud in, and I genuinely think you will enjoy it. Now, going on to gameplay. This game is obviously very focused on puzzle solving because of the fact that, as I said in the description, and as you play through the game, you'll notice that a lot of the things are puzzle solving. The main thing that you're trying to figure out is how do you get rid of this curse, and you have to go about finding items, you go about finding more hearts, you have to discover items to solve puzzles, so you can cross a bridge to enter a factory, and then you have to solve puzzles to get into that factory. And there's not, one thing that I like about this game is there's no one set way to beat it. The way I beat it was actually a very low percentage. I'll actually show you in a second. I think it was in the 40s. There's other ways you can beat it. You can 100% it. You can 20% it, I think. I went through and played it later, and I was able to get to the main boss fight a lot faster because there was a camera I found. It's very interesting, and I like that. I thought that most games have a kind of sort of laid out thing. And this game, because of the fact that it's a smaller game, it's 8-bit, you don't expect it to be open as much as it is. But it is a genuinely open game, it's not infinite exploring. If you swim too far out on the sea, a shark attacks you and kills you. But if you want to do this fast as possible or take your time and enjoy it, you can. I mean, you can only do so much because you die every 60 seconds. But the game, it's open. You know, you don't have to get certain items. There are certain items that are required. You know, you have to get the sword, and there's other items you need to solve puzzles. But you don't need every item. You can get as many or as few as you want, and that's what I really enjoyed about the game. I'm willing to bet there are some there's probably a gameplay video out there where a guy only beat it with a sword, you know. So, honestly, I gotta say, gameplay was another thing that I really enjoyed. Boss fight-wise, again, something I really enjoyed. My opinion is probably gonna be very biased, giving you a heads up now, because the fact that I liked this game so much. The boss fight, I do have to admit, it's kind of easy, though. You know, you died, but then it showed you how to... You didn't have to start from the beginning. If you died, you just picked it right where you left off. It was broken up into 3 phases, as most boss fights are, and each stage got progressively harder. To break it down, pretty much, you had to beat the swords. First time, they would just stick out of the ground, you had to run over and hit them. Second time, they randomly go, and you have to hit them whenever they're attacking you, like whenever they finish their attack, because they run away so you don't. And then the third time, they spin around him, and then whenever they slow down their spin so it wouldn't damage you, have to hit them. Okay. It wasn't super complicated, and I enjoy that, because sometimes there's boss fights where I want to rip out my hair. This one didn't make me feel like that. I just felt like I was, well, this is kind of easy, you know? I enjoy an easiest boss fight. It took me a little bit to figure it out, I'm not going to lie. I spent the first 60 seconds just hitting the boss over and over again until I died, and I was like, huh, he's not dead yet, so obviously I'm doing something wrong. So, yeah. And then graphics-wise, you know, it's kind of 8-bitish, you know? It's not going to be cyberpunk or anything like that. If that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find it here. It's nice, though. I'll show some cover art. I really like the way the cover art looks. It's artist. You know, it's very artistic. I like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite cover arts. So, yes, my opinion may be biased, but if you go and watch a gameplay video or somebody else do a review, I'm pretty sure they'll say the same thing. This game is a good game. It was developed well. It fits into the puzzle-solving game without making you want to rip out your hair with puzzles. And sure, I mean, it's black and white, so you're not going to get a lot of graphical color. Graphics are probably going to be the weakest point of it. But, honestly, it's a great game. It doesn't have a lot of demand on a computer. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And it's really fun to play. And does a lot of puzzle solving. The music that you have for every time you pick up an item is such a joy. And honestly, I do suggest listening to music. Because as I listen to music, I realize I missed out. And I want to go do another playthrough where I do listen to music. So, this game, for my first review, I'm going to have to say it was a really good game. And as you'll learn, I don't give a lot of negative reviews. I kind of a positive pantsy on that one, but this game was good, and simply put, I would suggest looking into it and playing it. I think it's worth the $10. There's a lot of replayability. Once you beat it for the first time, there's a challenge where you die every 40 seconds. You know, there's a lot of replayability, and there's a lot of discovery to be made. Even after you beat the boss, you can go back into your world and find the rest of the items, you know. And I really enjoy that, and I think that this is a game that you should spend your time enjoying. If you like games like Stardew Valley and Terraria or whatever, this game would kind of be your forte. Definitely check it out. That's all I have to say. I was going to say, thank you for watching. This was our first episode of Random Reviews. I might go into more with Minit. Might just show some gameplay or how to solve puzzles. Comment below if you want to do that, or comment below future game review ideas. Or just comment anything below. Just help me out with video ideas because I'm drawing a blank. Like I said, new Destiny series coming out soon. And just be on the lookout for that. And without further ado, thank you for watching and have a great day.